I'm Naz Perez, and I am very concerned about the state of the entertainment industry right now.
And I'm Lauren Ashley Beck, and I'm worried that my streaming bill is going to continue to rise. We got to talk about this looming strike that might happen, the Tilly tax, and how AI is literally taking over entertainment. Naz, tell me everything I need to know.
I mean, there's so much happening, and it's just at the top of everyone's mind.
Yeah.
Let's start off with the strike, because I feel like that's the dark cloud that's looming over everyone's head. So basically, this is a SAG-AFTRA DGA strike info. This is what's happening. The actors and directors unions are negotiating new AI protections with the studios. Both of those contracts expire on June 30th. SAG-AFTRA talks resumed on April 27th. The DGA's talks start on May 11th, and AI basically is the biggest sticking point here. So if they don't reach a deal, Lauren, Hollywood is headed for another strike, which is terrifying for a million reasons because all of us went through the pandemic.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people lost their jobs, moved out of LA.
Yeah.
And then we were like back, and then we like weren't because of the strike. And now this might happen again because of AI. Tell me all your thoughts.
I moved here in 2007 when the first strike happened.
Whoa.
Or that strike happened.
Right.
And then now again in 2023.
Right.
I just feel like the entertainment industry cannot handle that. Like you said, there's so many jobs that are going to be lost. And I just feel like they need to get to an agreement. AI is coming whether we want it to or not. I mean, it's already here. And so I think it's just the way that we deal with it moving forward.
I think what's really scary is exactly what you said, that like the technology is just advancing more and more. And so essentially I feel like a strike is just, I'm so sad to say this, but it's just delaying the inevitable. And I think it's sad. I think we are unfortunately headed to a lot of people losing their jobs or really entering a new Hollywood that we've never seen before. With
It's really scary because it's not
really
just the people, the studio, the camera, the lighting, all of that. It's actors as well. And think about somebody moving here that's starting their new career as an actor, and then you have another strike.
Well, not only that, not only do you have another strike, you now have AI actors because that kind of leads into what's going on with the Tilly tax. Can you tell everyone what's going on with that?
Yeah. Okay. So the Tilly tax is the idea that studios pay every single time they use an AI version of an actor. So it sounds good. Like it sounds like, oh, I'm going to get paid every single time.
Right.
But then it's basically like they can use your likeness over and over and over again. And I actually have a tidbit about this.
Yeah.
Have you heard of the Netflix house?
No, what is
it's
that?
like if you go and they have like all of these movies and different things. It's like an experience.
Right.
But I heard that if you go there,
it's like a real house.
You sign
like
a contract. Yes, it's a pop-up, and they can use your likeness. Yes. So like in theory, like it sounds good, right? Like you get paid that one time.
Yeah.
But then how many times can studios use you?
And the whole point of the tax, right, is that if studios do want to use a synthetic actor, right, an AI actor, that they have to pay the guilds, right? Which to me means that they want to make using AI cost just as much as using a human, which makes sense. But to me, it's like if this happens and passes, you're basically saying it's okay to have AI performers and synthetic performers. Yeah. And it makes me sad. Yeah. But it's also like cry. It's happening.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah. But no, I think about like extras too. Like think about an extra. The extras are going to cease to exist because it's like you can just pay them one time and then over and over. Now maybe there's a world where they get paid if they're being used every single time, like residuals.
Well, that is, I think, essentially what the idea. Yeah, the idea. Yeah. And royalties will be paid, but I think it's, I think for me, the thing with AI, and I'm going to like just beat this dead horse all episode, is like, I think technology is amazing. I've been using AI, like Claude. I love Claude. Claude design has like changed my life. Yeah. And I think when technology is used to help the creative process, as a creative and as an artist, I love it. And I think it's actually here to help us. I think when the idea is originated from AI and completely taking over, I personally feel sad about that because I am a human. Yeah. And I'm very
I feel like
human.
You can kind of tell too, as well. Like when it's originated from just a complete AI source.
But what was the Tilly tax named after? Someone Tilly, right?
Was it?
Yeah, that's who it's named after. It was named after the first AI actrice that's repped by an agency.
I saw that.
And she looks super real. If it's a she, I don't know the AI.
She
pronouns.
does look right.
For real though.
Technical.
For real. I mean, we're like, we're kidding, but like this is how like real.
It's just wild to me to think about actors walking to an audition and potentially competing with an AI actor.
I think what's also scary is that, and I saw Taylor Swift did this recently. I know Taylor's not technically an actress first. She's been in films, but celebrities are going to have to really harness their own likeness when it comes to AI. They're going to have to like buy out and like really create protections around it, or people are going to be able to use their voice, their face, and anything they want.
Yeah, which kind of is a perfect segue to our next topic, which is Netflix is a joke, and how that's shifting the way that things are working and happening.
Okay, let's talk about that. I love the whole Netflix.
I do too, and I'm going. Are you going to any of the events?
I signed up for some of the press stuff. Same. I don't know which ones I'll go to, but like I'll definitely be at some of that.
Which is the perfect segue into the Netflix is a joke thing, and how they're actually trying to do things on a cheaper scale, which I feel like a lot of studios are trying to do.
Netflix has always been so genius for capitalizing on comedy. Comedy is so cheap to produce. Comedians bring their own fans.
Yeah, and it gives them a real stage. You know, I think comedians historically don't have the biggest stage, and so it's nice to see them get this moment.
A huge platform.
But then we're losing a lot of acting jobs that need a lot of budget and all of that stuff.
I don't think Netflix is doing that. No, I think Netflix is putting money aside for scripted things. Yes. And I think they're really smartly investing into comedy more, but it's not that expensive to produce. So I don't think it's like taking a lot away. I love that that's a very human first thing. Mm-hmm. Like when you go see a comedy show, you are amongst other humans, and comedy it almost feels like the last human frontier.
It does. I was going to say, like, there's no AI.
We have reality TV, which I know you're like the queen of.
Yes.
Yeah, thank God for that, right? Like, do you think AI would ever take over like reality TV?
I mean, I think that they could. I feel like reality TV is also kind of getting a little bit stale, so maybe maybe people would want something that's a little more unhinged, that also gives that like older school nostalgic vibe of reality TV, because now people go on reality TV for other reasons, be an influencer, they want a career, whatever.
Well, my best friend's now a Real Housewife of Rhode Island.
No
and
way.
People are saying that is like the first in the franchise in a long time
that
to feel
feels
like
authentic,
old school reality,
which is sick. Yeah, it's something that we're missing. But I do like the point of, with Netflix of a joke, really bringing people together and like being one of those last human moments that we have to watch in entertainment.
I love comedy.
Yeah,
I love Shane Gillett. Like I love all the comedians that they feature. Robbie Hoffman special.
Oh, I love Robbie.
Marcelo Hernandez, American Boy was so good. I just like, I can't get enough of the Netflix is a joke.
Yes.
Okay, let's move on to speaking of human stuff, I want to talk about Authenticity Label, the 100% human made. So I don't know if everyone knows this, but this is basically what's happening. Indie films are starting to put 100% human made watermarks in their credits, the same way that food companies use words like organic to signal that no AI was involved.
There's no AI label.
Which I love that, but then another part of me is a little worried, especially being here in LA, because organic, if we think about food, right? Organic to me became luxury. Erewhon is a luxury thing. So I'm like, is human made going to be like a luxury? Is it going to cost so much more than AI because AI is going to bring costs down, that now seeing a film made completely 100% human made is
going to be more expensive.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I just hope that doesn't happen.
Yeah, let's not. I don't even want to say that out loud. I feel that's sad, actually.
I know.
Yeah. I don't like that idea.
Lauren, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. Did you hear about the Paramount Warner Brothers merger?
I did.
I mean, this is like massive stuff, my friends. So basically, Warner Brothers Discovery shareholders approved the $111 billion Paramount Skydance deal. So Paramount Skydance now owns, is everyone ready for this? We're going to need a cheer from the crew. They now own HBO, HBO Max, Warner Brothers Movies and TV Studios, DC, CNN, plus everything that they already had, which was Paramount Pictures, CBS, MTV, Nickelodeon, BET. This still needs regulatory approval, but basically this deal is expected to close by the end of September of this year. And the CEO, David Ellison, plans to combine HBO Max and Paramount Plus into one streaming app. What are your thoughts?
I just feel like HBO Max and Paramount Plus are such different vibes.
Yeah, it's like SpongeBob and Harry Potter hanging out.
I don't like that idea.
You don't like
No, like I always say, like I would love it if I could just go on my TV and have one place to watch my shows. But I think certain shows can't live on certain platforms, I feel.
Really?
Yeah.
I think as a consumer, right? As someone who doesn't work in the entertainment industry, I think when you're at home, it's going to be annoying because the price is probably going to go up.
Of course.
And it's like, oh my God, all these streaming apps just keep raising the price on our subscriptions. It's like basically like we're back at cable.
Yeah.
But if you're a consumer at home, this is going to be more convenient for you, obviously, because now you don't have to have two different apps.
Sure.
As a creative and someone that works in the entertainment industry, this sucks because when there's just one person and one company making decisions, I really think it waters and distills down creativity in general.
Yeah, it does.
We need diversity.
Yeah.
We need to diversify. It feels like everything's becoming a monopoly.
Yeah.
And scary.
Yeah, very scary. I just think about like, I'm going to HBO Max to watch The White Lotus. I'm going to Paramount Plus to watch Survivor.
So you like when they're separate?
I do. Yeah.
Well, what about Hulu? Hulu has like reality and then scripted stuff. Does that ever throw you
I could
off?
see like a Hulu and a Peacock merging together. Like that feels more normal to me.
Interesting.
Than
well, what about Hulu and Disney? Because Hulu is Disney.
Well, then yeah, but that's already a thing.
No, actually, that'd be weird for me. I kind of want my I want my Disney movies by themselves.
Yeah, it's so interesting to say that because I will go to Disney Plus and I'll be like, why is Vanderpump Villa on Disney Plus? You know?
Yeah.
But I mean, if that's the way things are headed, that's where they're headed.
You got that bundle, girl. You
Absolutely,
got that bundle
deal.
What else is going on?
We need to talk about how studios are leaning into video games because they come with like built-in audiences.
I like this.
Yeah.
The Last of Us proved to us that video games can be turned into prestige drama.
Yeah.
That show had like a chokehold on me. I am so excited for Mortal Kombat 2.
Premiere was last night.
Next month.
Yes.
Did you go to the premiere?
I did not go to the premiere.
Oh,
I really want to see it. I know.
I interviewed them for the first Mortal Kombat. I love that movie. But Street Fighter is coming later this year. And it's like, I just love that all these video games, because the thing about video games is that they're just immersive worlds. It's always been about world building if you're a gamer.
Yeah. And then they already have that like built-in fandom that is going to be locked in no matter what.
Yeah. And you want to see it expanded and you want to see a character embody these people. So I think I'm very, very excited about this.
Same.
I personally feel like ever since 2019, video games have become like the new original IP in Hollywood in terms of like studios looking for things that they know is going to make money, but bringing like a new story to life that maybe we haven't seen before.
Sure.
I remember when, Sonic was the thing that changed everything. When Sonic came out in 2019, I remember his face came out, the animation, and fans were so upset with how it looked like. Yeah. It was one of the first that the studio actually went back and changed the animation. So it proved that fans have a huge say, and these fandoms will literally go out in droves to the theaters. And I think because Sonic changed the game and it did so well, and they changed the animation and it all landed, we then got things like Uncharted with Tom Holland, which was like an incredible adventure film.
Oh yeah, I love that movie.
Super Mario movies, which, you know, are massive. And I feel like the colorful world, like it's like the fact that I could experience Rainbow Road, you know, as a kid on Nintendo 64, and now I can go to the theater and these characters, and they're played by incredible voice actors, by the way, like Chris Pratt, Jack Black, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think this is the future, and that's why I'm so excited for Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat. Legend of Zelda is going to be
Legend of Zelda is going to be insane.
The biggest video game adaptations, I think, because that's like such a fan favorite character.
So wait, I have a question. Is The Sims considered a video game? I guess like we played it on a computer game.
It is
because they are supposed to be making that into a film as well. Margot Robbie.
Sims no way.
Yes, that's her next thing. So like to your point about it becoming this new IP, like they are looking to video games to do that, and then they have this built-in fandom already.
I mean, if you think about it too, like Barbie isn't a video game, but it's a toy,
for sure.
You know, and so the fact that we're seeing like Hot Wheels and like all this different IP that we grew up with,
I was going to say
turned into live-action films, I really feel like is part of the future of Hollywood.
Agree.
Yeah. But ironically enough, I also think the future of Hollywood is like verticals and all these short form things that we've been seeing on social media, which I feel like you know a lot about.
Yeah, I have a lot to say actually. Yeah. So Tubi is doing a new initiative with creators where they're allowing them to create films and TV shows that they're going to put on their platform. Whoa. And I actually just filmed one. It was
what?
Yes, I just
and you
filmed
love
one.
Tubi. Tubi's
and it
your
was
favorite.
It was so fun. It was literally like just an environment for a creator to create, and they really supported.
Wait, tell us the setup. Did they give you money, or were you just able to make it?
They definitely paid us. It was my friends. Wow. So it's an adaptation of this British show called Wall of the World, and basically it's like a Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader style show, and unscripted. He revamped it in like an American way. It's called Substitute Teacher, and we're literally like in a classroom. It's going to be streaming on Tubi, and then also available on 9x16, so you can watch it on your phone as well.
Wait,
and I feel like people are already watching things on their phone anyway. This is also the new wave of Hollywood. I think.
Really agree. I think the part that bothers me though, like I'm all about like let's give money to new creatives, right? We don't even need to call them influencers, director. Like you're creative, wherever you are, however much you've studied. That's really cool. Make short form stuff. Where this gets like dicey for me and what I don't like is I feel like studios and executives are using this 60-second like platform and format to pilot things. So they'll be like, let's make like one video, and if it gets a bunch of views, we'll give it $1 million. And it's like, just because a video gets a lot of views on TikTok,
doesn't
a 60-second video doesn't mean that you should give it $100,000 and that it's going to do right.
That's fair.
Personally, I've always found that like really good art actually doesn't even get that many views. You know what I mean? Like if I'm being like honest.
Okay, I'm going to push back.
Okay, push back.
Just because, yes, to your point, I do agree. However, I feel like I just feel like that type of viewership you can't really compete with. Like, it's like you can't argue that type of viewership. And so I feel like if it is getting those kind of numbers, obviously there is something that needs to be explored.
Yeah,
for sure.
I don't know.
Do you disagree?
Yes and no. Sometimes, right? Not all the time.
But then to your point too, like sometimes you watch TV shows and like maybe the first episode isn't good, but the second one is better. Like I think, so like I guess we can both be right.
I think what I'm saying is like, if Lady Gaga put out her first song and it didn't hit, and then they were like, this is a bad idea, let's throw it away.
Because
like,
it didn't get...
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. And then there's people that like, that's just like how
I think there's just two sides of the coin, just depending on how you look at it. As a creative, I think that it's absolutely amazing that they're starting these types of initiatives and allowing people to explore their art on bigger screens. But then I think too, like, if it doesn't get those views, because sometimes we do things and we think they're really great and they are really great, and they don't get the views.
Yeah, I also think that we're living in an age where the TV viewer is a very different demographic than people who watch things on your phone. Millennials were both, right? We'll watch Euphoria on a Sunday night. We'll watch Sex and the City reruns.
Yeah, but I also
we'll also watch a bunch of to-be incredible creator-led things on our phone. My mom's not watching stuff on her phone.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like my mom's watching like Days of Our Lives. Is that still on? I have no idea.
Yes,
you know what I mean? Like it's,
she's
watching novelas.
Yeah.
But what's cool about these short form things, I will say, especially in the Korean market, because I love Korean drama, is like they have like Korean soap operas in short form now that are so good.
Well, and I was gonna say they're putting Sex and the City like on TikTok, like breaking it down. Yeah, and that's how.
No way.
Yes. Yeah.
That is how this new that feels sacrilegious to me.
Does it?
Like this is am I using that word
I
correctly?
like it.
No,
I just feel like otherwise I'm not gonna. And there's so many times where I'll literally be scrolling and I'll be like, I would never watch this. I would never sit down and turn this on my TV. Okay, but I am gonna sit down and watch it on my phone.
Okay, then I'll get behind it if it's gonna bring people to the SATC fam. But that show to me is Bible and should be experienced on a television. Yeah, that Sopranos, The Wire, Breaking Bad, like. Whatever, to each his own. Okay, well, if we're gonna have an industry conversation, we gotta talk about Cannes.
Absolutely.
Because a lot of stuff comes out of Cannes that we end up talking about at the Oscars.
Yes.
So, the 79th Cannes Film Festival runs May 12th to the 23rd. Park Chan-wook is jury president, talking about Korean incredible directors and dramas. So this is right in line with what I was just talking about. The honorary palms is gonna go to Peter Jackson and Barbara Streisand, which is really cool. 22 films are gonna compete for the Palme d'Or. Cannes is really famous, as most people that have been to Cannes know, for its long-standing ovations.
How do you feel about these long-standing ovations?
You know, it's super funny, Lauren, because I've never really thought about it. I've actually never been to Cannes. I'm dying to go to Cannes. I feel like it'd be so fun to just be in that part of France and like experience cinema in that way. But when I hear about like 7-minute standing ovations, 10 minutes, I'm like, how do people not get like tired? And also it feels like you know when people sing happy birthday to you and it's so awkward?
And you don't know what to do?
It feels like that on steroids.
Yeah.
Like imagine being an actor and everyone's watching you for 10 minutes. Happy birthday is only like, what, 30 seconds?
Yeah.
And that is so like butt clenchy cringy to me.
Yeah. But devil's advocate,
I'd be scared.
Imagine spending however much time you did on that film and then having
girl, I'm an Aries. I would love it. But I'm like, after 10 minutes, I'd be like, okay.
I would be soaking it up, I think. I'd be like, all right.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
That's funny.
But yeah, those long-standing OVs don't always translate when they do hit the big screen for us. So I'll be interested to see what films do get those 10-minute standing ovations.
Me too. And I'm also just personally interested to see what movies are going to come out from Cannes, because ever since Sinners, mid-budget adult dramas are basically coming back, guys. I was reading an article about it. So after years of studios betting only on giant superhero spectacles, which we all had superhero Marvel fatigue, the mid-budget adult drama is making a comeback. I'm so excited. So thank you, Ryan Coogler, for that.
Yes.
Sinners proved that a vampire movie can pull Oscar nominations. So studios are starting to greenlight grown-up movies again, but only if audiences show up at the theater. I personally am so excited for more original IP. Like, I loved movies like F1. The fact that Top Gun 3 just got announced. Like, Top Gun Maverick was one of my favorite films.
Was it?
Of the last, of the last couple years, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want that mid-budget adult drama. I mean, Top Gun isn't mid-budget, but...
It's not. They definitely have a big budget.
Yeah.
What other films? I'm trying to think. A24 does that very well as well. What was Charlie XCX's
I feel like they're like more... Their
movie?
The Moment?
Yes.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah.
So good.
I mean, A24 is killing it.
Yeah.
All the indies. Did you see Mother Mary?
No.
Mother Mary is like a psychosexual pop opera where Anne Hathaway plays like this pop star. It's Anne Hathaway, Michaela Cole, Charlie XCX did the soundtrack with Jack Antonoff. It's like, do I need to tell you any more?
No, it's good. I'm sold.
Like, it's like, you gotta go watch that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Lauren, we also got to talk about AI and animation and how it's affecting that. So big animation studios are quietly using AI in their production pipelines to render frames faster and cut costs, which makes so much sense, obviously, even though the final product is still credited to human artists. I told you this before, I can get so behind AI being helpful to the creative process. Sure. Of course, why would you spend hours doing something AI can do for you in 5 minutes? Yeah. Like, that is a no-brainer to me. But when the ideas come from AI, and they're not like the original, like when AI is the original source of the creativity, that's where I get a little like...
So it just needs to be used as more of a support. I mean, I agree. I can imagine for an editor having AI render something for you instead of sitting there for 8 hours waiting for this footage to be done is only a benefit.
No,
but then
100%.
When it doesn't come directly from them, then yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's one of the technological advances that I think are helping the entertainment industry. Another interesting thing that's happening, the last thing I really want to talk to you about was VR. Have you heard about this?
No, I feel like I'm learning so much from you now.
Okay, so now, well, you're learning so much from my phone. So now there is this immersive cinema and VR marketing. So what does that actually mean? So studios are now making VR prologues that you can watch at home before the movie, hoping that the immersive experience will get you to buy a theater ticket. Meaning, like, if you have VR technology at your house, studios are now making like stuff around the IP that you can experience in VR before, immerse yourself in the world. It'll get you excited to buy a ticket. Personally, I've never been a VR person. I remember like Mark Cuban like speaking out about virtual reality, and I was just like, everyone thought it was going to take off. It didn't feel like it took off in the way like AI
they were hoping.
is.
Yeah,
that's not going to make me buy a $25.
I was going to say, and also
ticket.
Not everybody has access to that, so I feel like it's an extra step that isn't necessary. Yeah, because not everybody. Then that, that's not.
I just can't imagine what I mean. Like, what type of film do you think would be fun to see through VR?
I mean, it'd have to be something immersive like Jumanji, you know, where you're like in it and it's like a video. These video games, Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, that could be cool.
That could be
because then it's like you're playing a game and then you're going in. But that also is not right. But that's not going to inspire me to buy a movie ticket. I was reading this article saying that Gen Z is bringing back going to the theater.
Yes,
that was lost a little bit.
Well, also Latinos are too, because we're the highest demographic
that go to the movies.
That go to the movies, and yet we're the most underrepresented.
So she's inspiring films with Pedro Pascal, the Mandalorian. Exactly. She's getting people back to the dinner. Yes, all of the things.
Yeah. Is there anything else going on in the industry that you feel like is like really? I mean, one thing that you and I have always talked about is the influencers on the red carpet,
absolutely,
versus like journalists, and that thing happening. And
two things can be true. I think we need both. The way that entertainment is moving, we need both. I just think that it's very important to give influencers and creatives an opportunity that is fit for them. Big numbers don't mean that they're going to know how to handle the interview with Karen. We both know that very, very well. So I'm not mad at influencers being on the carpet. I just think that it needs to be a pointed person, somebody that you have researched, that you know is going to do the job and handle the job with respect. I think that's my biggest thing, because for me, where I toe this line of like influencer journalists, people don't really know. If they pick the wrong person, I feel like it then could take away opportunities for me, because it's like they don't know if they can trust me with that opportunity.
Totally.
And that's what's so frustrating.
It is frustrating. I mean, I obviously have so many thoughts on this because I'm so seasoned. And like, I originally was very butthurt about it. I was very petty in my ego. And I was, you know, because the thing is, in the beginning, not now, but in the beginning years ago, I was like, oh, like all these influencers taking my jobs. The thing that people don't realize is that there is a difference between a journalist and a host and an interviewer.
It's true.
And the industry thinks that all those three things are the same thing. A journalist is not a host. Most journalists cannot host Dancing with the Stars, cannot host a show like this. A host on Dancing with the Stars does not necessarily mean that they're an interviewer. And that they can pull and extract knowledge for the audience
and get people comfortable.
Exactly. And I'm all three, and so I'm just going to shameless plug. Once I got over all my stuff, I was like, how can I help the industry? Because just like AI isn't going anywhere, the studios are going to continue to hire people with massive followings to cover things. So I came out with a course to help you guys learn how to curate a killer interview.
So take her course so we can keep getting jobs, okay?
So you can learn how to be a journalist, host, and interviewer all in 1 hour.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Love that.
Anyways, and you should. You don't need to.
I think I'm
going to say you should because I was like, you should.
No, here's the thing. I feel like
but I actually meant like you actually don't need to.
No, but
most people do.
No, I feel like you can never stop learning from your craft, and you're 100%. Somebody that inspires me, and I look up to.
Thanks. And you inspire me.
My sister actually was like, you should take this class, so I think I am going to sign up for that.
Did you guys see our socks?
JustWatch socks.
Anything else looming over the entertainment industry? I mean, also, if we go on a strike, my course would be a great way to. No, I'm kidding.
If we go on a strike, we're going to be talking about things that are already out, movies that you should be watching that have already been in the studios.
If we go on a strike, Lauren, we're not going to have a next episode, and I'm probably not going to see you until Christmas.
We're manifesting no strikes.
Should we say bye now?
I think it's about that time to wrap things up. We want you guys to head over to JustWatch for all things that you need to watch.
Yes, and thank you so much for watching. Let us know in the comments what you think about everything going on in the entertainment industry. We want to hear from you because we love you. Thanks for watching.